The white stone of flesh is for purity. The star is for republic. That will be as for black people we know. Liberia is no more. The Declaration of Independence was signed in 1847. 11 lessons of people we are known as first republic. The Lord shall be nevermore. Liberia is my other time. Joy allegiance, joy loyalty to this nation. Liberia, my people who are over money, we humble themselves and seek my face. I will rise and heal their nation. Liberia will rise again. Nation will come to your rising. I prophesy, kingdom will come to your life. Together, let's keep your peace. What's in unity, we will build our nation. Arise, Liberia, arise. Arise, and take your place. Whatever
Be optimistic. Optimism is essential to achievement. It is also the foundation of courage and true progress. What a pleasant good afternoon from the capital bypass here in Monrovia. Good afternoon and welcome. Welcome to Voice of Liberia and welcome to Bits and Pieces. And of course, Bits and Pieces comes on this radio Monday through Friday with critical issues, national concerns. A lot of issues to talk about, a lot of things happening. And we will talk about a lot of those issues this afternoon on Bits and Pieces. It promises to be very, very fascinating this afternoon. What are the issues to talk about? And once more, the name is George. I'm Jauary. I'm seated this afternoon to make sure I bring you today's edition of the show, Bits and Pieces. And those of you following the live, keep sharing the live and just leave your comment there. And trust me, I will do the acknowledgement right here this afternoon on Bits and Pieces. Good afternoon, Bon County. Good afternoon, if you're there in Lofa, if you're in Nimba, Grand Bassa, Riverside. Other counties adjacent would like to say good afternoon and welcome. Welcome to Bits and Pieces right here on Voice of Liberia. And of course, Jauary is unable to be here today because of his busy schedules. So Jauary is unable to be here today, but I'll be here. I'm here and I will drive you through up until the end of the show. And so what are the issues we're going to be looking at this afternoon on the show? LBS Worker Union has given 72 hours ultimatum to Eugene Facon to adhere to their demands or raise go-slow action from the workers of the Liberia Broadcasting System. We'll look at that a bit this afternoon. We'll bring you the conference held by the Workers Union of LBS this afternoon on Bits and Pieces. President Joseph Boakai has with immediate effect suspended Davida Brown Lassana. Why was she suspended? We'll talk about it. And we'll look at it from all aspects this afternoon on Bits and Pieces. And imagine Prophet Key. What sort of country is this? What sort of people we are? Imagine a Prophet Key. He's seen in a video. He's been celebrated by some young people in Nimba County. Can you imagine that? But I will bring you, or those of you following, I will show you a bit of that live and you will see what I'm talking about. And in fact, the people are calling Prophet Key acting senator or incoming senator. Can you imagine that? But we'll look at it. We will enlighten our people this afternoon on the show Bits and Pieces. This wonderful afternoon. And so that's the lineup, that's the composition on the show this afternoon. We don't have a guest, but you will be our guest. We'll talk about the issues and those involved this afternoon on Bits and Pieces. And so let's take this very short break right here. Let's go for this very short break right here on the show. To be right back. Keep tuned and don't touch your dial. Let's take this on right here to be back. It's called Congratulations, and of course it's a wonderful piece. Let's go for it to be back.
Les papés ça know what to do it do. Les pockets rock you. L'épée when you come in choo. You can see. All the good God do for me, oh. Papa, your blessing to plant me and I get cut out to do, oh. You open door, you made a way. Make my enemy call it. They want to hold it down. I let them people let them. Me really so tell them I mean I let telling me okay. She opening corridor for me to pass. I said okay. She how you turning around for food from the way to pay. She break, I carry it and I get it. She didn't do well. Congratulations. Yeah, all my kids they wanting me for. All of my kids I give it to God. They think you like to yell for la mama.
Le pape lazo. And of course, I'd like to say welcome back to the show. Welcome back to Bits and Pieces right here this afternoon on Voice of Liberia. Please, we're not taking call. It's not time for call. Please stop the call. Please stop the call. And like you follow the intro, those of you following, just leave your comment and I will read that. I will do the acknowledgement shortly. Right here, I will do the acknowledgement. Keep sharing the live and just leave a comment, and I will do the acknowledgement right here this afternoon. And so, like I said in the intro, quickly before I bring you this conference that was being held by the Workers Union of the Liberia Broadcasting System, LBS. I started knowing Facon for a few years ago. But I've been knowing Facon to be someone who just sit on social media and make all kind of remarks. I used to follow Facon at a time when he used to be very critical on former President George Weah. I used to follow Facon sometimes. Some of his podcasts, I used to follow him. He used to be critical about some of the issues that used to be happening in Liberia. He criticized former President Weah for several other reasons. He used to be a propagandist to the Unity Party, the ruling Unity Party. But you know, I want to appreciate the president. I want to appreciate the president for, somebody would say, disgracing Facon. You know what I say so? The test of appointing Facon at the state-run LBS is a disgrace to Facon, but he felt that the president was doing him well. Because the president understands that Facon lacks the ability to lead that institution. When the president appointed Facon, even people that were in the system, those that are currently in the system at the Liberia Broadcasting System, they criticized his appointment. Liberians fronted at the president on ground that the appointment of Facon at LBS, it wasn't a very good one for that institution. But what people say, that's what's happening now today. Facon has increased. Facon has increased his allowances. Can you imagine, from 700 to 1,500 United States dollars? Why even those working, some are not even, they not even able to take pay. But he pretends whenever the man go hang light bulb, he will go live. So you see, he makes the public to believe as if to say he's doing well, or he wants to see a better like LBS. So I will take at least 5 minutes. Fellow Liberians, you listen to the press conference that was held by the Workers Union of LBS. If you listen to that conference, I mean, you will shed tears for those working at the Liberia Broadcasting System. And I think the President Joseph Newman Boaka, will have to step in at this time. It is about time that the president will have to step in and take some decisions. LBS, Facon went to LBS, he saw a very good LBS. Probably other way. Say, oh, LBS was like this. Excuse me, LBS was like this and all of that. But LBS, Facon, is damaging the institution gradually. LBA is being damaged by Facon. And look, fellow Liberians, don't be misled. Don't sit there and allow people fool you. Because I know some of his friends, and you know the reason why Facon is doing all of the things he's doing, fellow Liberians? Because he got the ears of the president. Because he got the ears of the minister at the Ministry of Information. That's why he sit at LBS and he treats the people at LBS the way he treating them. And he get one, I think 1 or 2 persons, 1 or 2 gunmen behind him, Everywhere he goes, they behind him. You see, he put his arms in the air and ill-treating our people. And the workers at LBS needs to stand up. You guys need to stand up. He always says, oh, LBS will not remain as it is. LBS will not remain as it is. So the LBS won't remain as it is. Your plan is to bring down the institution, is to damage the institution. Over 6 years, we never used to have that protest people having now at LBS. We never used to hear about the increasement in allowances at LBS. We never used to hear about maltreatment. But what Falcon does, every morning he goes to work, he threatens the people. He threatens those that are employed at LBS. And he feels that those that work at LBS, they living with him. They are not your children. Every morning you wake up, you go and threaten the people about, oh, if you not do this one, if you not listen to me, I will dismiss you. You making them afraid of dismissal or what? And you feel that place that your father property? God must be joking. And President Baka has said it and continue to say, the president will have to stand up. This country is not for Unity Party. This country is not for the Falcon family or not. Liberia belongs to Liberians. Those that are employed at LBS, they are all Liberians. And they have their rights. Their rights should be respected as Liberians, as ordinary people as well. They are capable, they are competent, and that's why they are employed at LBS. You can get one Falcon who come from the US, he sit there, he doesn't know how to even operate the institution. And then he want to be ill-treating our people. Falcon used to be very critical. He used to be on the social media. He pretend as if to say he's being critical or he's being someone transparent. But he's just another joker who said at LBS and he doesn't understand the working of LBS. He doesn't even know the meaning of the position he serves at LBS. But sometimes we don't blame Falcon then. You sit there, you used to every day criticize former President Weah. Then now just to go and, and take over little LBS. LBS. You cannot manage LBS. You can manage LBS. Where are we heading, fellow Liberians? And he sits there. All he cares for is to threaten the people in that place. Those working at LBS, you threaten the people, you ill-treating the people, you increase your allowances, you steal from the institution. And you make the people that work there afraid. But let me bring you the conference that was held. So keep playing the cash giveaway. That's star 799 star 90 hash. Star 799 star 90 hash. You play with 200 LD, you win 50,000. We're also giving 10,000 Liberian dollars. Star 799 star 90 hash. Play with 200, win 50,000, and you also stand a chance to walk away with 10,000 Liberian dollars. And so you continue to play. Those of you following the live, just leave your comment and also share the live. I will do the acknowledgement on the show. All you need to do is to just leave your comment, and you can also share the live. I will do the acknowledgement right here shortly on the show. So let me go and bring you the conference. I want to bring you the conference and bring you a JVIC of the conference so that you listen to our people. And when you listen to them, you will shed tears for the people at LBS. You will shed tears for our people at LBS. Let me bring you the conference right here. Very shortly. Let me bring you the conference.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, we have been silent not because we are weak or not because we have not been suffering from the effects of Mr. Pagon's abusive, manipulated, and dysfunctional leadership style, a leadership style that has painfully subjected employees of FBS to labor abuse and has unfortunately created a hostile working environment for the workers at FBS. Today we all are somewhere here to through you members of the press, break our silence by informing the general public and the Liberian leader, President Joseph Duma Brother Sr., about Mr. Pagon's bad labor practices, his inconsistent leadership style, and his all controlling behavior that are undermining creativity and productivity among workers as the national broadcaster. Just within the period of less than a year, as Director General, we have set the law. The following next step for administrative actions, the draconian decision taken by Mr. Pagon and his administration. One, is the lack of suspension of all benefits for employees and other staff of FBS as set out in the assistance human resource manual for workers.
Imagine that. He said and dismisses people at any point in time he was told. He doesn't even care. I said the man taking the play to be a fan. But let's listen to the audio, fellow Liberians.
Two, authoritarian behavior coupled with his lack of understanding and empathy for staff of FBS, which has led to the creation of a hostile and a toxic working environment as the national broadcaster. Three, the arbitrary and illegal dismissal of Mr. Peter Pinto, an employee of the Operations Division. Four, incrimination of employees with evidence, largely based on false allegations, which sometimes leads to heavy-handed administrative actions to the detriment of our common workers. Five, Mr. Pagon's consistent interference into FBS workers' union matters, especially regarding the operation of the workers' union canteen. Six, selective application of the FBS HR manual to the detriment of FBS workers. 7. Consistently increased threats and targeting for dismissal employees and contractors assigned with his colleagues in senior management, deputy management position, deputy director general management position. Lastly, on suspicion of their alleged disagreement with Mr. Pagon's over policy matter. 8. Abolition of year-end bonus to workers widely referred to by Favos and past administration team as 13 months based on personal preference or choice rather than any objective reasoning or logic. 9. Failure to provide insurance for workers after making empty promises to do so in less than 4 months. In less than 4 months' time, in collaboration with the FBS workers union, taking the workers to show and joining the portal to preside what we see as a disservice and must be overturned. 10. Using his line, the draconian instrument PRCDG number 20-14 to support freedom of speech and enforce its unethical and abusive leadership decisions at FBS. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, fellow Liberians, with these SSS being committed by Mr. Fagon, in spite of a silent plea from the leadership of the Workers' Union for him to turn away from his core administrative practices to a more adaptive and innovative leadership style that will enable him to meet new challenges and changes in the working environment at FBS. A one that will also encourage creativity to drive growth and development as a state-owned radio and television office. The FBS Director General released Adama, and to this, we are highly disappointed to say the least. We are even more disappointed because when Mr. Fagon took over as Director General of FBS, he made employees of the system to believe that they were taking on gold mine. For them, they were being enslaved by the class leadership. And that he has come to change the narrative for the better. But are we still for the better now? We don't know. In Mr. Fagon's words, the past administrator kept employees of FBS in slavery, and I have come to take them from slavery. FBS will never be the same, Mr. Fagon stated. However, when Mr. Fagon made the statement that FBS will never be the same, little did we know that he was on a mission to erode the genes made by all of his predecessors, as opposed to building upon such genes. Today, Mr. Fagon's slogan, FBS will not be the same, which has become a cliche, largely being used by him and his few black loyalists at FBS, is clearly being reflected in the autocratic leadership style that is hindering organizational performance and proving to be harmful or detrimental to workers as a national broadcaster. So we now know that Mr. Fagon stated that on his watch will never be the same, FBS will not be the same. It did not mean the system will have improved. Rather, he meant that he will use the core leadership style and very poor interpersonal skills to initiate the speedy restoration of all of the problems he met ongoing at the Liberia broadcast.
Yeah, so due to time, we can bring you all of the conference that was held by the workers union of that institution. But if you listen to the conference, the portion you've listened to, you listen to all of the points that they raised in their conference. They are all genuine. And he was given 72 hours ultimatum. Excuse me. He was given 72 hours ultimatum to adhere immediately, or else there will be go slow action. And I like the part of the conference where they said, when Falcon took over, he said that LBS wasn't going to be the same. It wasn't going to be the same. They thought he came with the mindset of transforming the institution. They thought he came with that mindset of, taking the institution from where it was to another level. But not knowing he was coming to damage the system. He was coming to erase himself at the detriment of that institution. Can you imagine that? Of Falcon. But we don't blame Falcon, we blame the old man. We blame Joseph Boakai. Because when he appointed Falcon, Liberians, even those who work at LBS, you could even see them on Facebook. They started to talk about the appointment of Falcon, that they were not in the interest of the institution. And they never appreciated the president for appointing Facon at that institution at LBS on grounds that they know Facon. He wasn't able to run that institution. And let me say something to the president, or let me say something to our man who sits at the Ministry of Information. If the both of you feel that you will run this government on a friendship basis, or you want to pay back, then you'll be making mistake. You'll be in error. Because when people are involved into whatever that has the propensity to undermine the growth of our country, and people sit and say, oh, now my friend. You forget about that thing, my people, they mean my friend. Then you know what it does? It breaks down the entire system of the country. Whatever institution that person will be serving, it will break all of the institutions down. Because what? That friendship basis. When somebody go there, they break it down. The other person goes to, they break this side down. You sit there, you feel that your friend, so you don't care. So keep playing the cash giveaway, star 799 star 90 hash, star 799 star 90 hash. We'll do the acknowledgement here shortly, and after which we will go to the line and listen to you fellow Liberians, and when we come back, we will talk about the suspension of Davida Brown Lasana by President Joseph Boakai. Jay Tonola Mangil, he's one of our staff there in Banga. He says, I'm following from Banga, Bon County. G. Jefferson M. KOLLEH, he writes. He says, good afternoon, big brother. Najala. But he said, good afternoon, big brother. I'm currently watching you live from my Painesville Red Light resident. And Jonah Y. Phillips writes, he says, I'm following from EIN Yahweh Israel. Dinah Mimi Smo writes, she says, good afternoon. I'm following from Kakata, Maigibi County. Hey, Josephus Common, he says, I'm following live from Banga City this afternoon, brother. And Mohammed Mariman J. Sharif says, good afternoon, George. I'm watching from Mamadi Decade Intellectual Forum in Jacobstown, St. Francis Community. Congratulations to my Lo-Fi County. Yeah, congratulations. And Brabi Ba, he says, good afternoon, Voice of Liberia. I'm following live from Bush Road, Aslan, Monrovia. Brabi, congratulations. Thank you. Keep sharing the live, and so that others can join the live this afternoon. And Joshua Moba Junior says, I'm following the show from Bon County, Swakoko District. And Munian Sharif, go ahead and says, good afternoon, VOL. I'm following you from District number 9, Sinka. This afternoon from Matade. This government doesn't believe in the rule of law in Liberia. Yesterday it was wrong, but today it is right. Honor Boakai. And Ambassador Peter BK Sauce, he said, hi, Voice of Liberia, of VOL family, and my good friend and brother George Wei. Ambassador Peter BK Sauce, watching and following from a Swakoko Catholic Hill community resident in Swakoko City, Bon County. Thanks so much for the show, brother. Thank you so much. And this person says, that's Azrael Swa, he says, following from Brooklyn community, Banga, Bon County. And Great Joe Gray goes on and says, good afternoon, Voice of Liberia of VOL. My name is Great Joe Gray, watching from 21st Street, Cinco Monrovia. Thank for the update always. And someone says, please check your volume. Okay, I think it's much better now. Follow from Grand Bassa County. Yes, how you doing there in Grand Bassa? That's Patience George. Robert Blind says, good afternoon. I'm following the show this afternoon. Hey, maybe Tule, how you doing? She says, good afternoon, sir. I'm following you from New Georgia Estate. Thanks for the great job. Journalist John Gossen Fan, he says, I'm following from Banga, Bon County. Fedje Monu, how you doing, Fedre? Fedre says, good morning. I don't know where you're following from. He says the state of Delaware, USA. Frederick, thanks for following and keep sharing the live. And Jerry Yokonje Kanga, he says, good afternoon, VOL. I'm Jerry U. Kanga, and I'm following from Boys Town, Marshall. Thanks for the show. Good afternoon, sir, Voice of Liberia family. Thank you guys for the show. Kakata branch is clear, and I'm watching live, or I'm watching from Cassidy, Magibby County. Congratulations. And George and Ahapa says, I'm following from Banga. And Joshua Mobile Jr. also say, I'm following. Yeah, congratulations, guys. Keep following and continue to share the live video and invite others to join the live. Keep playing the cash giveaway. Don't forget that the code star 799 star 90 hash. Star 799 star 90 hash. If you're dead in if you're in Grand Bassa, you in Lofa County. If you're there in Bon County, you can call me up on 0773 419502. 0773 419502. For those of you in Bon County, if you're dead in Lofa, if you're in Grand Bassa, and wherever you find yourself, you can comment up on 0773 419502, 0773 419502, or better still, 0555 184711, 0555 184711. If you're in Monrovia and other places, you can call us on 0773 978564, 0773 978564, and make your point this afternoon on the show. You listen to, the discussion, and you have comments you want to make. We can take you now on 0773 978564, 0773 978564. Let's go to the line and begin talking to our callers right here. Oh, we lost this person. 0773 978564. The numbers that put your voices through this afternoon on the show. You have comments. We can hear you this afternoon. 077 3419502, or better still, 0555 184711 are the numbers that put the voices through this afternoon. If you're in Monrovia, and you can call us up on 0773 978564. This is the time. This is the time for you to make a point on some of the issues. You listen to some of the issues we spoke about. We can listen to you now. And Elijah K. KOLLEH, he says, good afternoon, sir. He said, thanks, guys, for the show. And yes, he said, you cannot call my name, sir. Okay, Elijah K. KOLLEH. Elijah is joining us from where? Elijah, where you joined from? Kakata, Magibby County. Yeah, Elijah, congratulations. Keep sharing the live and leave a comment. So continue to play the cash giveaway. Star 799 star 90 hash. Star 799 star 90 hash. Justin Pape KOLLEH Jr. He said, I'm Justin P. KOLLEH Jr. from Kakata, Magibby. I'm following you up from within the Benla community, Kakata, Magibby County. And he says, many thanks to you for the presentation. The president has falsely dismissed the NEC just to get hold of the NEC. That's your point. We can take the card 0773419502, or better still 0555 184711. The numbers that put your voices through right here this afternoon on the show. Let's take this break right here. I want to get a cup of water to take in quickly. When I come back, I will run to the line and begin taking the calls. Let's go. The line have already started blimping right here this afternoon. Let's take this present. Good afternoon. Oh my word, my word. The network. I just started to observe something in here. The network is misbehaving on our lines here. I don't know, but you can call me as well on our alternative number. You can call me on 0770 566301 0770 566301. Call on that number. I will put it through 0770 566301, or better still 0881 811261. I don't know what's happening. The calls keep bouncing back. People are calling, but the calls keep bouncing back. So if you're following the show, you want to make a point, 0770 566301 0770 566301, or better still 0881 811261. Are the numbers that put your voices through this afternoon. People trying to call, but the call, I don't know why. What's happening? The network keep bouncing back. But let's see whether we get this person coming through right here this afternoon on the line. Good afternoon. Yeah, good afternoon, sir. What's your name? From where you joined the conversation?
Good afternoon. I'm David E. Harris, and I call from Kerry Street.
You call from Kerry Street. Go ahead, sir. Let's hear you.
Thanks for your topic on the discussion. But for me, I'm surprised that Honorable Fangon will be behaving in that form and manner. Because I listen to the recordings, the press conference. If it is so, then I think the president need to take immediate action against him. Because you not go to a workplace and try to change everything around, try to subject people to your own way of working or diplomacy. I think it's wrong. So the president needs to ensure that he's stepping in. I will remove Honorable Fangon from the LBS and put someone that will work in the interest of the workers union. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your point. 0770 566301 0770 566301. Better still 0881 811261 0881 811261. Are the numbers that put your voices through. Keep playing the cash giveaway. Star 799 star 90 hash. Star 799 star 90 hash. At the number 0770 566301. Better still 0881 811261. The numbers that put your voices through this afternoon right here on Bits and Pieces right here on Voice of Liberia. So keep trying. 0773 419502. We're finding it difficult with the network from our studio here. And too many emergency. I'm seeing almost all of the phones in here. But you have to keep trying. 0770 566301. The calls coming and bouncing back. 0770 566301. Better still 0881 811261. 0881 811261. Or better still 0770 566301. And let me recognize those of you just joined us. Albertine Zibe. She says, good afternoon, brother. My name is Albertine Zeme P. Zeme. Let me take this person quickly and be right back. Okay, we lost this person. He says, I'm following you from Nimba County this afternoon, brother. Thanks for the information. Good afternoon, brother. I'm following from, he says, Bona Farm Community. Yeah. Thank you. Nathan S.K. Dolo, he says, good afternoon. I'm following from Bona Farm Community. Nathan, thank you. Daniel Bono Wright, he says, I'm following up from Balaman Town, Swakoko District, Patawi Waterfall route. Congratulations, and keep sharing the live and just leave a comment. I will do the acknowledgement right there this afternoon. So keep trying 07734195 02 0773419502. Better still 0555 4711 0773978564 are the numbers. Or you call me on 0770566301 0770566301, or better still 0881811261 0555 are the numbers, or better still 0776 038199 0776 038199. The alternative numbers also you can call us and form a part of our discussion right here this afternoon. Why you have one person that always there will be negative news about you, an individual. Every morning you wake up, there will be always bad news about Fakon. Every time. There will be bad news about Fakon. When you wake up LBS, you wake up LBS. And now the workers at LBS are now having the kind of press conference. Very diminishing. Very, very diminishing. Can you imagine that? Fellow Liberians, where are we heading as a country? Where are we heading as a people? Why people that will be appointed will not come to serve, but will come to steal? Why people will come to leadership with these kind of plans? It is our time. And that's what Fakon is doing right now. He feels that it is the time of the Unity Party. So he feels that that's the time. And so all he does, he sit at LBS and he treats people anyhow. And like the fellow said, he's disappointed. It hurts anyone. It hurts anyone. Anyone will get disappointed. Let's take this person. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. What's your name and from where you join the conversation? Go ahead, you're live.
Yeah, I'm very good.
Go ahead, let's hear you. Where you come from?
Come from Kawa.
Go ahead from Kawa. Let's hear you.
You know, according they actually don't supposed to be in a position. But because they know the guy is or the president, so let him just go back to America and be our Liberian employees. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. You made your point. Thank you so much. You made your point. Keep calling 0770566301. 0770566301. Or better still 0881811261. Or better still 0776 038199. Are the numbers that put your voices through right here this afternoon on the show. Why every morning there will be issues of corruption and all of that. And now it is Fakon. And what hurts me a lot, Fakon used to sit in America every day. He would criticize the former president. But this is the Fakon that cannot even manage LBS. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? And he behaves as someone who got integrity. And when you check it up, he lacks the integrity. He doesn't have the integrity to represent that institution. He does whatever he wants to at a point in time. And the president still keep Facon at LBS. We think the president will have to wake up. The president have to wake up. There's a need for swiftly involvement. You need to get involved swiftly. Don't sit and wait until it is late. Because this is the time to take the decision. But if you delay and it is late, people will say, oh, but Latin news, if I is belated. You said you were coming to fight corruption. You see what's happening? You got people that are involved into financial malpractices, people doing things to enrich themselves. You got one Falcon who said that LBS, he doesn't even value people labor. 4, 5, 6 months, the workers not even getting their benefits. They're not getting what they're supposed to take to their family. And the people are complaining. And the president knows the complaint of the people. And you feel you're doing what for the people? The president will have to stand up. The president will have to stand up. It is not time for friendship. It is time to govern. Now, what you should be prioritizing now should be governance, should be the right thing to be done, but not on friendship basis. It should not be based on rapport, because this person have my ears and all of that. Let's take this person. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Jala Griffith.
Not Jala Griffith. George Way, go ahead.
Oh, George Way. I'm Peter David under the street light in Lord Johnson. Thank you for the fascinating discussion.
Go ahead.
My brother George. Yeah, George. You see, and a Falcon and the other guy from the information ministry, these are grossly incompetent individuals. They don't even know what they are appointed for. They feel that they are incompetent, so they can use it to intimidate the ordinary Liberian people that are qualified to do the job. How will Falcon and that of the who live in the land of the
Go ahead. You're live. Go ahead. Make a point. Let's hear you.
Yeah, people want to know who Eugene Falcon is. This man is your donkey man. I think you were in the previous government before. You can hardly get rid of him. You went to America, they're saving so on somebody ground floor. You send over us for him, bad more the government that brought him to life because of bad behavior. I can't remember why I can't bring it. Then I get rid of the man immediately.
Okay.
No use.
All right. Thank you. Let's get the president coming through. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Chief.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Bitz and Pieces. Let's hear you.
Thank you. My name is Emmanuel Jackson. I call from New Georgia.
You may make your point.
Thank you very much. The only way, this time that we stop the too much talking, and rise up against our government. If we doesn't rise up, trust me, this will continue to make fool out of us. The man that I'm talking about, Joseph Mabaka, is the person that I once stood for, somebody who I voted for. But the way I see things, things are not changing. The government continues to violate our Ghana laws. In fact, the only way, all neighboring countries, all people have done that. The rise up against the government refuses to do something. We should stop. We should understand that we put telephone down and take the sin and say enough is enough. This will be better for our country. Thank you.
Thank you. Keep your calls coming. 0773-419-502, 950 better say 0555 or better still 0770 566301 566301 are the numbers that put your voices to the right here. Shortly, we'll move on to our next discussion right here. But let's take a few calls and we'll move to our next discussion. This person is on the line. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Waring.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. What's the name from where you join us? Let's hear you. You're live on the show.
Yeah, my name is Jauary, and I'm the chairman of the Veteran Assembly in District 6 in Nikutown.
James, go ahead.
Mr. Waring.
Yeah, go ahead.
Something. Let's go to Falcon. If you're about to graduate from high school, they will give you a certificate. They say today you have graduated from high school, this is your certificate. So when you go anywhere to find a job, you will present your certificate, and the certificate will tell the people that you are a high school graduate. But will you be able to display the certificate to prove to the people that actually what the certificate is true that this man is a high school graduate? Eugene Falcon was appointed as director of LBS. And also, they went to confirm me. They said they confirm me. You see what he's doing? Does he show that you're somebody who was supposed to be confirmed? You understand? Leadership is not flamboyancy. Mr. Falcon, leadership is not flamboyancy. And it's not bigoted. Leadership is, how down you come to your people. How down you are to the earth. This is what makes you a leader. You enter the end of the day, you should be able to ask the people who have been there before you got there. There are some people who got five, not even more than you. But because you are a director, people, and they will tell you the price of the entity and they will help you. How best you can solve the problem. But that's not what I'm saying.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's listen to others on the line. This person, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm going to enjoy.
I'm okay. What's your name and from where you join the conversation? Go ahead. You're live on Bitz and Pieces.
Thank you. This is the traditional afternoon.
Let's hear you.
Recommendation. Joy, I think I will, take time to call the number because, the number, I think it's a new number you're getting at. So we will not be to the extent.
Okay, all right.
Thank you. Let me say this to you, Joy. With some of we knew that you didn't perform is a controversy, individual. But the point that that's the same man who just made. I think Eugene Falcon was suspended 2 times in the previous administration, Jauary administration. You're suspended. But today, Eugene Falcon went in America and made that of the local statement against the government. The party put crap for him. I knew the man would fail because you know what? Eugene Falcon say again, and he get a degree in what? So you see, you know all. And you know nothing. That was affecting him. No, when they make talk about the man laugh on Jauary, ready. They were in the exam. Can you imagine that? It's for the money. So they see, in less than 1 year, people protesting against him. Now we clear that you know all. No, when you know all, these are the results you get in your film. Massively. But a beautiful place there, a beautiful, you know, all people around there, that some, professional people who understand the media in them, that they can all put around him and work with him. When we tell that, there's a man to do in information minister. He take his paper, he take it to the studio, he say, no, I'm not pressure by the fast. All kind of things we tell you, the thing he get water. No, tell me level we reach in left. You can take time, how you deal with people. You can take time, how you do things, or I will go against you. That what I'm doing now, I know it's business, but, I'm very, very much disappointed the way in Terry said this time come around. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. Thank you for your point. Thank you. We can take at least 2 more calls. We can just squeeze in 2 calls. Then we take a break and we'll move on to our next topic right here this afternoon. 0770 566301. 0770 566301. Let's get a present. Okay. Okay, this person is through. Let's get this person. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. What's your name and from where you join the conversation? Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Moses Sandra, I do join from my brother resident.
Mo, go ahead.
Thank you. You see, most often at times we try to like want to criticize, and then we think again on the other side that it is our country that comes first. But unfortunately, this regime, even though they have 6 years to go and we are going on, but there are no signs of success in this regime.
Why you say so? Why you say so, my man? The people say stay soon. Nobody should criticize. Whatever the doors, we praise them. Say yeah, they're doing good.
And that's what the issue is. That's what the issue lies. All we do in this country is about party sentiment. Until we realize that this country cannot be run on a party line, my brother, we are heading nowhere.
Okay.
Because for every regime that comes to power, the person feel, or the that regime feel that, it is our time. And when you talk, somebody will say, or when you guys were there, why you people did us and we do ours. You see, the president, the president is even and bypassing our organic law and everything in our agenda, sideline. So where are we heading?
Okay.
Should he be acting the way he's acting? Or all what he said when you were, in the space and what have you, his messages against the previous regime. So we are just like, is not ready. If we still keeping ourselves on the phone and calling on radios and what have you, that's not the way forward. The remedy is not on phone.
You think you Liberians should come up?
Huh?
You think it is time that you Liberians stand up?
Yeah, we stand up to our feet. We stand up to our feet. It is not time that we Liberians stand up. Because, see, I'm not working our favor, to be honest. And we are seeing it. People are apologizing to the previous regime. We keep doing that over and over again. Because if you criticize everything, that's what you're happy. You criticize everything that someone will do. Everything that the person will do, you criticize all. That's what the regime did. This regime we are in now, that's what they did. They criticize everything that we are doing. So now they cannot.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We'll have to move on to our next topics. Like I said, we'll have to move on. Yeah, but the call still coming. But let me see what I can squeeze in this person quickly, and I move on to my next talking point right here. Good afternoon.
Hello?
Good afternoon. What's your name from where you joined the conversation? You're live on Bitz and Pieces. Let's hear you.
Hello?
Yes, you live. Go ahead. Let's hear you. Leave from near the radio, please. Okay. So we have to move on to our next talking point this afternoon. Let me take this musical break right here. Let me see what I can squeeze in this person quickly. Walk away from the radio, or else I cut you off, please. What's your name?
Sorry, How are you doing? This is Lily Yeke. Sorry for crying out.
Hey, Lily Yeke, how are you? Go ahead. You're live.
I'm doing good. Happy New Year, my child.
Meaning happy in return. Go ahead.
Look, I saw you said it all. But I want to bring Facon on the spot. Because they told you who Facon is. When they say the structural man that Facon. When they say African man that Facon, they put me in there because you were fitting that all school ethics. The Scottish person, we are government. So when they play over there, what do we know about journalism? He was somebody said before for journalism before, my son. He was saying he for me all those things. What he was saying before. And they came to the end. And they said,
Thank you. You made a point. Thank you. And so Facon then presented themselves around here like people of integrity. They presented themselves like good people and people that would deliver Liberia. But you see where we are now? The men are disgracing themselves, to be honest. And that's just the tough truth about it. They're disgracing themselves. They've been disgraced. from all indications, they are disgracing themselves. And I let some of the callers that said, it is not just time to talk on phone. And oh yes, he's been right. Keep playing the cash giveaway. Star 799 star 90 hash. Play at least 2-3 times. At least 2-3 times. I will give out 50,000 just before I leave the show. I also gave out 10,000 to a lot of you. So keep playing star 799 star 90 hash. Star 799 star 90 hash. And so see today where we are. The same Fagone that used to sit on Facebook, they sit on the social media, they sit on Spoon and criticize people and say all set of things about people. But the men said the men more than even corrupt. Oh yeah, they tell you we not get people that work at LBS. We got people who work there. I will take this break. Let me take a JVIC of Facon conference, federal Liberians, so that you listen. Look, they think it's not about hate somebody, but that's the reality. Let me squeeze the person quickly before I get the conference. Let me get this person coming through. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. What's the name from where you call? You live?
Mr. Sola calling from Chobota. Is it EBC?
Now you're busy, but Voice of Liberia. Go ahead, sir.
I now contact with the program on EBC.
No, not EBC. Thank you. Not EBC. All right. So I want to let me go for this break. Yes, let me go for this break, fellow Liberians. Let me go for this break, and when I come back, we'll move on to our next talking point right here this afternoon on the show. Yes, I have to go for this break. Fellow Liberians, I have to go for this break. Yeah. Let me go for this break right here to be back.
We have been silent not because we are weak, or not because we have not been suffering from the effects of Mr. Pagon's abusive, manipulated, and dysfunctional leadership style, a leadership style that has painfully subjected employees of FBS to labor abuse and has unfortunately created a hostile working environment for the workers at FBS. Today we are a someone here to tell you, members of the press, break our silence by informing the general public and the Liberian leader, President Joseph Duma Bouaga Sr., about Mr. Fagon's bad labor practices, his inconsistent leadership style, and his all controlling behavior that are undermining creativity and productivity among workers as the national broadcaster. Just within the period of less than a year, as Director General, we have set a law. The following next steps for administrative actions, the draconian decision taken by Mr. Fagon and his administration. 1. Is the last suspension of all benefits for employees and other staff of FBS as set out in the Citizens Human Resource Manual for Workers. 2. His autocratic and authoritarian behavior coupled with his lack of understanding and empathy for staff of FBS, which has led to the creation of a hostile and a toxic working environment as the national broadcaster. 3. The arbitrary and illegal dismissal of Mr. Peter Clinton, an employee of the Operations Division. 4.
Okay.
Of employees with evidence.
All right, fellow Liberians. We have to move on to our next talking point. Here. Fellow Liberians, please permit me to move on to the next talking point here shortly. And I mean, we have to move on to our next talking point. And what is it we're coming to talk about? Is It's about time you listen carefully to what I'm about to say, and so that we all can have a wonderful conversation this afternoon. I mean, it is about Liberia and whatever that has the propensity to undermine the growth and development of our country or undermine the peace of our country, we should stand up. I've said this and I will continue to say, because this is the Liberia that I can never, no matter what, I cannot be deported from this country. And so my love for Liberia cannot be taken for granted. It cannot be taken for joke. I love Liberia, and I will continue to do that. Fellow Liberians, there is something circulating on social media that I want us to just pass around it for a few minutes. And then we'll move on to the suspension of Davida Brown-Lassana. We will talk about it before also opening the line for you, fellow Liberians. Hello, what are you from Nimba? What are you from Maserado? What are you from wherever? This guy called Prophet Key, he's seen in Nimba County passing all around, say he won't be senator. Ah, God, my people, y'all can see something. He's seen in a video say he won't be senator, and he's being graced by the young people. If you just see what's happening here, this is Prophet Key. This is Prophet Key, and you see people around him. Federal Liberians, this is Prophet Key. Wait, I come in there. I come in there. What's happening? What's happening here? The network should be misbehaving. Those of you following the live, I will show you something. Just wait. See, fellow Liberians, see what's happening here. This is Prophet Key. Should even a Prophet Key? I come in 1 minute. I'm trying to get it correct here for you, and so that you can see exactly. Yeah, this video. I want to get it strictly here for you, so that you can see. If no way, then we will move on. We'll move on and just pass around it. But what's happening to my network? The network is fluctuating this afternoon, right here on the show, bits and pieces. I don't know what's happening, but I'm finding it a bit difficult with the network this afternoon. I'm finding it a bit difficult with the network. I don't know what's happening, but we're hoping that we can set it up for you. We're hoping that all gets set so that we move over our discussion here. Okay, so fellow Liberians, the network not giving me a chance, so we just pass around it, and we move to our talking point, our main talking point here, that has to do with the suspension of Davida Brown-Lassana. So let's move on. Should a Prophet Key be seen celebrated by young people? Someone who insults, someone who, when he say things, people don't even like to listen to him. You will not one day see Prophet Key on a platform discussing issues. But the only thing he will do, he will sit and insult, he abuse. This is the man that he's been celebrated by the young people of Nimba County. Is it the Prophet Key? That when he sit and he ready to insult, whether male, whether female, he insults excessively. Is this the Prophet Key that has been celebrated by young people? Where are we heading? Sometimes that's why people say young people are the cause of some of the problems we go through. And I want to partly agree with them. Or Prophet Key should be celebrated by people even calling him acting senator. Oh my word. And he's greeting people. He's meeting traditional leaders in my country. While Prince Johnson, the late, he's not even been buried. He's doing things as if to say he's in the know of the death of the old man. And this is wrong. And Prophet Key should not even be seen around you young people. Even being around Prophet Key, it got something to do with a character. You're tempting your own character. It just shows to the world that you are people of no moral. A Prophet Key, very rude, very abusive. He doesn't discuss issue. What can a Prophet Key say in the House of Senate? A mistake to elect a Prophet Key. You know what will happen to Nimba County? You know how the international community will see Nimba? Our people in Nimba will have to be very skeptical. The late Prince Johnson, he's not been buried. It is still early. Though we agree that there will be by-election. But even if there is by-election, should we be even talking about Prophet Key here? This man who sits and abuses whether leader or not, he doesn't care. He insulted other national leaders here. He said all sort of things about them. Is it the Prophet Key that's being celebrated in Nimba? Especially by young people and some errors they also seen in that video. And this is wrong. Fellow Nimbans, our people in Nimba, you need to be wise. You need to shine your eyes. You need to be skeptical. I know it's still soon. There will be a time for election. But I know there will be names that will suffix. And the people of Nimba will make the decision. But what I've come to say to you, that in my mind, Prophet Key doesn't even look like somebody that's supposed to represent a county. That you young people, you will stand up in your numbers. Some of you, I mean, in a video, there are people in uniform. The kids are in uniform. And they sing behind Prophet Key. In their numbers, as if to say there are school administrators that instructed them to go there and with Prophet Key. Who is he? This man who doesn't have moral, who abuses everyone. Is this the Prophet Key that people should be celebrating around here? But I know our people will shine their eyes and they will make the right decision if the time comes. Fellow Liberians, let's move on to our next talking point. former president, that's President Joseph Boakai, he has suspended Madam Davida Brown Lassana, the chairperson of the National Elections Commission, citing what's the stuff? Citing unilateral action and in violation of Liberia's election law. The decision announced through an executive mansion press release comes in the wake of escalating tension at the NEC, including worker protests and allegation of administrative overreach. Okay, this is it. 1,000 times. 1,000 times. I won't support people that will violate laws of our country. According to the release, or according to the president, that Madam Davida Brown violated the election laws of the country. And so she was suspended for time indefinite. Fellow Liberians. Then this get me to a point that the president knew that it's not good to violate laws, but he sat here and violated the laws of our country. The president sat here and violated the laws of our country, and people can't say anything about it. But today, he's dismissing somebody, he's suspending somebody for time indefinite because the person, according to him, they violated election laws. Fellow Liberians. Is it the actual story behind the suspension of Davida Brown Lassana? There are people that are in this government that are involved into financial malpractices, that are involved into corruption. Not one, not two. According to you, you said NEC workers protest. What's currently happening at LBS? What have you been able to do? What's currently happening at the Ministry of Finance? What have you been able to do as a president? But you sat there, you said that you suspended her for time indefinite because she violated the election laws of our country. Oh no, I'm not supporting her though. I'm not supporting her because she violated the law. But what I'm saying, fellow Liberians, the president did see he violated the laws of this country. So why should someone violate election law and you want to take action? There are people in your government that are also involved with even the same financial malpractices. There are people in your government that don't even able to manage a little known institution. And every day you got complaint, you got protest, you got noise there. You're not suspending the people. But because you feel that you have one Davida Brown that was appointed by former President Weah, and this is the same lady that may be president today. In other African countries, you won't be president today. But you're doing that, you want to bring in your own president to take charge of the NEC, to enable you get re-elected 2029. And you feel people don't know what's happening. And you say somebody violate election law. So how the people taking Liberians, we Liberians to be now? fellow Liberians. How did people taking us to be like? Oh, you did not know that you violated or you violate laws in this country? You don't know that? Have you forgotten very early? You don't know that there are people that are involved with financial malpractices? You don't know that? When we say some of these things, then people won't get problem with us. And it's not about having problem, but that's the reality. There should be others as well that should be suspended for similar reasons. For similar reasons. Oh, yeah. But because you feel that the Vita might be a bit skeptical 2029 as we move to the election. And so that's why you find it means to get her, aside. And then you come and sit and talk about she violated election law. When you even did more than she's doing. When there are people involved into financial malpractices in your government, people involved into ill treatment of people here, people involved into corruption, you're not taking action, you're not talking about it. But because you want your interest to be protected 2029, so what you're prioritizing is that in 2029, you should be able to take hold of the election. Fellow Liberians, where are we heading as a country? Where are we heading as a country? Where are we heading as a people? We need to come up. We need to rise up. We need to stand up and say the reality. When the president violated laws here, he knew that he was violating the laws of our country. People were here backing the same president. But now he's suspending someone for quote unquote, according to him, violating election laws. And financial malpractices, according to him, during the course of the election. Who does that? You did even more than she's doing, or she did. Or you funny means you want to make it look like she's the weakest person in Liberia. Yeah. You want to make it also look that you are a man of rule of law. You are by rule of law. And this needs to stop. We are all Liberians. Whether somebody supported you or did not, the interest of our country should be prioritized. Let's forget about John Brown did not. Let's prioritize the interests of our country. Let's push for the betterment of Liberia. And with that, I believe Liberia will get better. With that, definitely believe that Liberia will get better. But until that, it's done. We'll continue to sit here and complain. The wrongs will continue to go on. Like what happening now? So now we can go to the line and take few calls. We can go to the line now and take few calls on the suspension of Davita Brown and the issue involving Prophet Key. The may want to be senator of Nimba. Imagine Prophet Key. Yeah. When I saw that video, I started laughing. I started to laugh. You know why I was laughing? I started laughing because Prophet Key, he's someone who the only people that believe in following him are the rude ones. Those are very rude and they doesn't respect people at all. Are the people that follow Prophet Key. Prophet Key doesn't discuss issue. And you know, sometimes I like to follow even Martin Colley or Henry Costa than even him. Then to say I'm wasting my time behind Prophet Key. The only thing he does, he insults. So I don't waste my time. And it will be a mistake to have him elected in Nimba Senator. And I know our people won't go that route. Nimba is a traditional county. Nimba County won't sit, the people won't sit and allow that county to be given to Prophet Key. So let's hear you, fellow Liberians. You listen to the topic now. You have issues you want to talk about. We can hear you this afternoon on the show. Keep playing the cash giveaway as well. Let's take our very first caller right here quickly this afternoon on the show. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. What's your name? From where you joined the conversation? Let's hear you. You call from where? Oh, from Cinco. Go ahead. Go ahead. You're live on the show. Let's hear you. You said. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
If you are the head of coming back to them, now we use the data information before you the election. Then what I found, then we are one but the place to tell us we are from in the president. It was Amara the head of Brown. So she said it, what I know who she said. Thank you.
Thank you. 0770 566301. 0770 566301. 0770 566301. Or better still 0773 419502 are the numbers that put your voices through this afternoon on Bits and Pieces. Let's hear you. Good afternoon.
Yeah, correct, sir. I'm MSC. You want to recording on Cowell?
You call from Kawa. Go ahead. Make a point. Let's hear you on the show.
Yeah, well, let me help you correctly. First for us that Nima is Kanta is not for any child. Kana for entire Malian.
Go ahead. You have to leave the noise. Leave the noise, please, brother. Go ahead. Go ahead. Make a point.
As a young Malian, for now, I guess say we are Nima can go vote for the king as senator. Yes. If you want to help him for him, yeah, ever had a right or wrong. Well, maybe if we make it as a senator now, we can make it as senator. We need to choose another person that will come and represent us and talk for us as a way to opportunity you talk for us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Let's take few calls and we'll wrap up on the show. Let's take few calls 0770 5663 01 0770 566301. Better says 081 811261. Let's take this person. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. What's the name from where you joined the conversation?
David E. Harris, and I call from Kerry Street.
David Harris from Kerry Street. Go ahead.
Thank you for the analysis. But on the issue of Madam Brown, Director Brown Lasana, when the thermometer issue arises in 2021, I expected President George Manawia to intervene and erect the necessary checkpoint. Because in that identical system, the NEC, we need a check and balance system. People need to be accountable there. The issue I have with President Joseph Imambaga is because he cherry picking, he being selective. When someone carry on an act to a specific ministry or landmine agency, you do not take action against them. Maybe he considers them to be their own. I don't know if they have a clique or a cartel that when their own does something, they
protect you.
After, yes, they want to go after people that they feel they can go after. For me, that is wrong. That is not fighting corruption. When you're fighting corruption, to be holistic and you read the necessary checkpoint. So we are calling on the president to not be cherry picking, to do things across the aisle. Lastly, on the issue of Prophet Key, I don't know, I can't really explain. But to be healing Prophet Key in that form and manner, I don't welcome that. Thank you for the show.
Thank you. Honestly, a decent county like Nima will not. My people, I know, man. I think maybe the people just wanted to get something, but I know they can go that route. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Chief.
Good afternoon, sir. What's the name from where you join us?
Thank you. This is Kwewu. I'm probably and I can do this conversation.
Go ahead, sir. You live.
Thank you. And best man appreciate it for the discussion. First, with the Special Brown Election and the National Election Commission putting suspended by the president. So I hear people want to sing in on this, and if I want him to, protect the president for the decision, look, let's be clear. President Joe Biden is not picking and choose. If he were picking and choose, party would see that he appointed a priority wouldn't have.
So if you feel that he's not picking and choosing, hello. If you feel that the president,
I thought I would have just made my point before asking question.
I will protect you. Go ahead.
Okay. So Steven Zago, who be appointed by the president, wouldn't have been suspended, and even the CDDA officers who were dismissed wouldn't have been dismissed by Joseph Boaka. The issue in there is there was a particular law start for the action taken against David Brown Lasana, Section 2.1, Section 2.2 of the new election law. Those actions, those are the law that I want people to read and come to counter the president's action that no, this is not what the law says and this is not what he's supposed to do. But if somebody saying the president will suspending the Brown Lasana because we're 2029 issue that the Brown or sending will soon be expiring. He only have, I think, 1 or 2 more years. The position is last position, that any position, it will soon be lasting. If the president wants to appoint another person, he can do that. He has to suspend her before bringing somebody. I said no.
Okay.
But it says that you will have to abide by what the law says. So the issue of property, people are now verifying.
Hello. Good afternoon. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, before you move on to Prophet Key issue, are you also aware that the president has also violated laws of this country?
Which law?
Are you aware? Firstly, let's...
No.
Okay. All right. The president took people that were in any position here. We saw that. And what the law says about these people. And sometimes when you want to come to the platform, you're not being real. Sometimes that why I can have problem with some of you. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Sophie Tatu Johnson.
Go ahead.
Firstly, I want to say thank you for your show.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, you see, for the president, you know, brother, let's say if we keep job we are on. So my man was coming that way to me a good at that. A good.
Okay.
Yeah, also all right.
All right. Thank you.
We did it to job we are so that in there.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. This person, good afternoon.
To answer no, my son, I don't want to give my sister calling from Clever Town.
Man, Sisi, go ahead.
Thank you. Look, my son, when you come to president, we are in bar. You know what I'm saying? But when Waka, everything good. Like you were asking that young man who left the land. Everything about doing this because you're talking about rule of law. Everything you have broken, everything. But all the one they're not seeing it, you're talking about the man who violated the law, so he's suspending the woman. Oh, what ground? You got no more ground, Waka. No more than you have just my police violated the law, she must suspend it. What I think is the public company today, what comes to you? Everything I've done it. 14 law because so moving of power. You say a lot of money in the country for our office. You are free. They say about the violating law. You know me about violating law, Waka. You're not serious. You're not a serious president. You're not a serious old man. Everything is everything in the country is about violation. What can I not do? Come and see it. Thank you, Masha.
And I read a story about the dismissal of Davita Brown. They also spoke about financial malpractices during the election. And there are people in the same government that are heavily involved, and into this act. But you're not taking action against the people. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. What's your name and from where you join us? Go ahead, you live. From Todota in Lower Bunk.
Right.
Go ahead, you live on the show. Let's hear you.
Okay, then, thank you. Mr. Walker is asking the bill to the net by suspending a woman for traffic definitely. If you remember, they said here in America there, they use for God, they gave a limit here, they said that woman was friends of the ex-president we are. So what else got to do? What else got to do? But we'll get rid of all those people illegally. Illegally, if you do that. Then when it comes to
Prophet Key.
Prophet Key, man. That Key, man, is it that come on, he can control your own car, like he said, he can control that you're not going to be setting up. The three great old people can't that for the past year. No. Thank you, man. Prophet Key, nowhere can go nowhere. Yes, the right way, or they control your wife and children in that place.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go to the line and take this person here coming through. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, my brother. How you doing?
Yeah, good afternoon. Welcome. You're live on Bits and Pieces. Let's hear you.
Yeah, George, this is David King, and I do join you from San Luis resident.
Dave, go ahead.
Yeah, President Walker is not a kind of moral character to even talk about somebody violating the law. So if we look at the violation of our constitution, Mr. Walker has been the first president to violate every law that the country got on the book. So I don't think the armed robber has the right to tell the rules that should not. So because the armed robber do not have any moral voice to tell the rules that should not because the armed robber look at the rules that should not speak. And who are you then? Who are you? But even clearer than the road, because the road is only coming to take. But for you come to take when they see your face, you care. So Waka can no more. But when I see here, Waka violating every law in the country, and you're going scot-free, nobody taking action. Waka has a very weak opposition. So Waka now will soon enter in the court. The next step Waka will be going to the Supreme Court. you start sacking judges, and nobody will do anything. They tell you, say you suspend him for time indefinite because he dealing with the central bank. He brought a loan officer and make him acting a bank governor. All right. What kind went to the FTA? He suspended people. The guy went to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court said, no, he got no right. He got no tell you. He said, yeah, I upheld the Constitution and that's the law. Waka suspended the people for time, doesn't appointed people there. So he had done the same to the National Election Commission. He going to look. 2029 had not come yet. But the guy far prepared for 2029, and it was a right behind the house. And for Prophet Key should find somewhere to go see that. Because you buy an house to give you. The guy learn the people in our country that can become senator. Not Prophet Key, a woman abuser, that kind of man.
Yeah, imagine that.
Yeah, look at that kind of man. That's not kind of finish.
Yeah.
They will sit there and vote for that kind of character. I mean, you might feel man. Thank you, my brother Josh.
Thank you, yeah, brother. Thank you. But I know it won't work, man. A Prophet Key can be senator of Nema County. It won't work, definitely. So, folks, that's it. Let's take this piece right here, the lie to us. Let's go for this song right there to be back.
The preach in DNA unique existing us. The thing we saw it frustrate us. So why press you laugh? Why press you speak?
And so, folks, that's it. It has been a wonderful presentation right here. On behalf of the Bits and Pieces team, the name is George. I'm George Way. Presented today's edition of the show. The invitation is yours to join us tomorrow. I will be here to bring you a very great edition of the show. Jala Griffith was unable to be here because he has gone to attend to other national issues. Yes, other national schedules. The name is George Way. That's how I'd like to bid you farewell on today's edition of the show. Bye-bye, I'm out.
Joy and